加工品トーチ点火。
Hydrogen purge igniter on.
全システム準備完
All
了。
systems go for launch.
メインエンジンスタート。
Main engine start.
SRB3 点火。リフトオフ。
Solid boosters ignition and lift off.
第一3号搭載した H3 ロケット試験機1号機は2023年3月7日午前10時37分55秒に種子島宇宙センターから打ち上げられました。
We have a successful liftoff for H3 launch vehicle test flight with ALOS-3 from JAXA Tanegashima Space Center at 10:37:55 seconds a.m. on March 7th, 2023, Japan Standard Time.
打ち上げ以降、ロケットの管制は滝崎発射管制塔から滝崎総合司令塔に引き継がれています。
The operation control of H3 has been switched from launch control center to range control center.
ロケットは現在東南東方向の太平洋上へ飛行しています。
H3 is flying above Pacific Ocean to the east-southeast.
打ち上げ後1分が経過しました。
It's 1 minute into flight.
ロケットは正常に飛行中、地上局のロケット追尾状況も正常。
The H3 flight is on course and the ground stations are tracking the launch vehicle and all is good.
SRB3 燃焼終了。
Solid boosters burnt out.
SRB3 分離。
Solid boosters separation.
ロケットは現在種子島内之浦の地上局から追尾されています。
Currently, Tanegashima and Uchinoura ground stations are tracking H3.
第1段エンジンの燃焼は正常。制御系飛行経路も正常。
The combustion of the first stage engine, altitude control, and trajectory are all nominal.
ロケットは順調に飛行を続けており、現在の高度は約 84km、秒速約 1.6km です。
The H3 flight is on course. Current altitude is about 84 kilometers. Velocity is about 1.6 kilometers per second.
はい、H3 ロケット試験機1号機。
So we have been able to see a successful launch of the H3 launch vehicle thus far. And what you are seeing right now is based on the information that we have received from launch vehicle replicated in CG, almost real time. And so flight indicator for public, which we call the FIP. And it's looking at the direction that the launch vehicle is traveling at and also showing the height. And it is indicated as a line. And the data obtained from the launch vehicle is actually reflected into this. So it's showing the trajectory of the launch vehicle. So the satellite fairing separation has been confirmed. And what you can see is on the screen is X+, which is the time lapse from the launch.
ロケットは順調に飛行を続けており、現在の高度は約 175km、秒速約 2.4km です。
The H3 flight is on course. Current altitude is about 175 kilometers. Velocity is about 2.4 kilometers per second.
はい、この左上の方に。
And towards top left, you can see the altitude and the velocity. So we're traveling at more than 200 kilometers above the ground. And on the left is the speed per hour. So what that's So it was accelerate to 28,900 kilometers an hour eventually. And so we are almost at the completion of ignition of first stage engine now.
第1段エンジン燃焼停止。
First stage engines cut off.
第1段、第2段分離。
First and second stage separation.
はい、2段ねエンジンがこの後燃焼。
And so this second stage engine should ignition, but we're not heard the ignition start announcement as yet. But at ignition, at 16 minutes 36 seconds, it will continue to ignite to take the satellite into the orbit. So we have seen the launch of the H3 launch vehicle, test flight number 1. So that in itself has, I suppose, made me feel reassured. So we can no longer see it in the sky. So because of the fine weather, that we were able to see it quite high into the sky. We were able to see the B3 separation, but the launch vehicle is a delivery service, so we must separate the satellite. Otherwise, we will not be able to call the entire mission a success. So at this point in time, we still cannot be reassured as yet. And the people in RCC is keeping a close watch on the launch vehicle flight. As we discussed at the RCC, at the tracking stations is actually tracking the launch vehicle, obtaining data from it, and obtaining locational information to confirm the current position of the trajectory. So let's confirm the trajectory as was explained, and this is reflecting the current flight data reflected in CG almost on a real-time basis. And what will occur after this is if the second stage is ignited well, then it will be separation of the satellites. So until 16 minutes past the liftoff, we will deliver the satellite to the delivery point. So the elevation is about 540 kilometers right now. And the target elevation is 675 kilometers. And so it seems that it is traveling at the needed the height, but looks like the velocity is coming down. It's coming down less than 10,000 the kilometers an hour. I don't know whether this data is correct or not, but it seems that the velocity is coming down, and that is what we are able to confirm on the FIB. But is this the actual data, or is it based on the system? We need to check.
現在、2段の点火が確認されておりません。引き続き状況を確認中です。
This is an announcement from the Takesaki Range Control Center to all launch operators and personnel. The second stage engine ignition has not been confirmed yet. We continue to confirm the situation.
繰り返します。現在、2段の点火が確認されておりません。引き続き状況を確認中です。
The second stage engine ignition has not been confirmed yet. We continue to confirm the situation.
So we have not been able to confirm the ignition of the second stage engine. Well, on this FIP or on this CG, the signal for ignition of stage 2 has not come in, and so the elevation is at 625 kilometers, but the velocity is coming down. But is this the actual situation? We would like to await for updated information. We are confirming the situation right now, and so if you could bear with us, as soon as we receive updated information, we will convey that to you.
As was just announced, rocket could not complete its mission, so destruct command was sent. It was decided that the rocket could not complete its mission, so destruct command was sent. Destruct command is we send the signal, and there is this device that is activated to destruct the rocket. And then it will not fly any further and it will come back down to Earth. So we were watching in the CG. First stage combustion was completed, and we could see that command was sent to separate the first and second stage. 5 minutes 27 seconds. The second stage engine was started to ignite, but in the CG, that signal was not received. We were not able to confirm that. So what happened there? Something that we have to investigate, looking at all the data. So during this broadcast, it will probably be difficult to explain in detail all the phenomena. So please, we'd like to communicate to you through the website or through other media. So we cannot expect more news to come in. And so we would like to conclude the live broadcast for the H-3 first test flight. Very regrettable this happened. It's a test vehicle, so there were various challenges. And there were some risks, of course, because it was newly developed. So going forward, we're going to investigate the cause. Yes, we need to identify the cause and then reflect it in the next test vehicle. That would be our mission. So as for the detailed information, please visit the JAXA website. Information will be provided there. Thank you for watching the live broadcast. Thank you very much.